Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the Sirian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha. First off, let's talk about the packaging. The Sirian Starseed Tarot comes in a nice big, sturdy, thick box, which if you've ever worked with tarot before, especially if you use it a lot, the box usually gets damaged because it's really flimsy, really weak. As you use it, the corners are going to mess up, stuff like that. Not this. It's nice, big, spacious, nice and sturdy. Get your cards nice and protected. And able to travel with you without, causing any harm to the packaging or damaging the cards themselves. The cards themselves are nice, big, glossy, high-quality cards, which are about the size of the traditional Thoth deck, if anyone's familiar with that, but it is going to be a lot larger than, say, the Rider-Waite deck. Each card has the Sirian seal on the back, which, if you've ever worked with the Sirian seal, you probably know the significance of that. But in case you haven't, the Sirian seal is a geometric shape which was given to Patricia Corey by the Sirian High Council. And what it does is it's sacred geometry which works to protect you and to infuse you with new energy. It just helps energy flow almost effortlessly. It's really awesome, and that is the beauty of this deck and having this on the back. Because normally when you work with tarot, you need to charge and cleanse the cards in between every reading to get the old energy off and just to give it that little, kind of boost. And with this deck, I found that you don't really need to do that. It's pretty much effortless. The cards seem to recharge and re-cleanse by themselves, which, you probably want to do that anyways every now and then just because, I don't know, habit, but I haven't so far with my use of it found the need to charge or cleanse it. I feel the energy is very fresh and new and charged every time I pick up a card. The cards themselves are beautiful, stunning cards, which are kind of like your own Merkaba ride. Just like the Merkaba, you will be traveling through different dimensions, the past, present, future. This deck is going to take you to the beauties of the earth, the depths of the ocean, outer space, inner space, on kind of a multi-dimensional journey through yourself. Beautiful, stunning, colorful, almost psychedelic at times art. Invoked in the card imagery is everything from ancient Egyptian wisdom and insight to a kind of Celtic feeling and medieval feeling to a lightworker, celestial starseed feel in the cards. Very, very beautiful. I don't think I've seen a deck so vibrant before. It's just really, really neat. A lot of the cards, as you notice, have been renamed. Instead of, for example, the Fool for 0, we now have Starseed. And Patricia explains all of her changes and insights in this beautiful little companion book that comes with it. It's about 79 pages, I believe. And just like anything Patricia writes, it's really insightful, it's beautiful, almost poetically written. And unlike other tarot companions that come with the decks, it doesn't say vague things like money, wealth, fertility, just very vague words where you can kind of either get stuck or totally misunderstand the mysteries which have always been encoded in the tarot itself. Patricia Corey's writing on each card helps you to go on your own personal journey and personal understanding of each card and what it means to you in the reading as a tool of transformation, which, is the subtitle of the deck, which is great because that's what it is. Other changes that have been made have been the suits themselves. It's no longer pentacles, swords, chalices, wands. It's now orbs, crystals, chalices, and flames. Another thing that's changed, other than the major arcana and the suits themselves, are the court cards or pip cards, which doesn't have that old energy of gender patriarchy. We no longer have the king as the ruler of the suit with the queen underneath him and the knight and the page. Instead, we have the levels of spiritual progression, from the seeker to the adept to the sage to the master. This card is stunning. It's really, really beautiful. It still contains all the mysteries and intrigue and deep understanding of the traditional cards, such as the Rider-Waite and Toth deck, which are, painstakingly thought out by. But it infuses insights of, the dawning new consciousness which we are entering into, which it's mixed beautifully in this deck. It's almost like the perfect alchemy of a restructurization of the tarot, because as we're changing, all of our systems are changing, if not falling and breaking away. So this is a great deck to unite, all the wisdom of the old, which we're keeping, with all the brand new energy which we're entering into. It's pretty cool. And what else do I want to talk about? The cards themselves are really high quality, beautiful. I did some test drives with the tarot to see how it would work in action, and I was really, really impressed right off the bat, because I did a first reading without charging it or cleansing it or anything. Bam! Unlike any other deck where you have to, you can kind of feel if the energy was right or not, You're like, oh, I forgot to charge it, or, we make those silly little mistakes. But this deck, nope, right on the money. And the insight from it that you draw subconsciously from, these universal archetypes is amazing. It's really, really cool. It's done in a way that someone like Patricia Corey could only do, with art that only someone like Alyssa could make. So if you get a chance, check out the deck. I hope that you like it as much as I do.